Welcome to Moonlight Story, a quiet place where we listen, relax, and slowly drift into sleep. Take a moment now to get comfortable wherever you are. Allow your body to settle into the place where you're resting. Maybe you're lying down in bed or resting somewhere soft and quiet. There is nothing you need to do right now. No tasks waiting for you, no decisions to make. Just a few quiet minutes to rest. Take a slow breath in through your nose and gently breathe out. Allow that breath to soften your shoulders just a little. Take another slow breath in and slowly breathe out again. As you breathe, notice how your body begins to settle naturally. Your shoulders relax. Your jaw softens. Your arms and hands rest easily beside you. If your mind still feels busy, that's perfectly okay. Thoughts often take a little time to slow down. Instead of trying to push them away, simply let them drift past like clouds moving slowly across the sky. Bring your attention back to your breathing. A slow breath in and a gentle breath out. With every breath, your body becomes a little heavier, a little more relaxed. Your forehead smooths. Your eyes rest comfortably closed. Your breathing becomes slower and softer. There's nowhere you need to go. Nothing you need to solve right now. Just this quiet moment of rest. And when your body begins to feel calm and settled, we can begin to imagine something peaceful together. Now, gently close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself stepping outside into a quiet street where a soft rain has already begun to fall. The air feels cool against your skin, and a light breeze moves gently through the space around you. It brushes past your face, carrying with it the faint scent of rain and distant coffee. You can hear the soft sound of water touching the ground. A steady rhythm, not loud, not rushing, just calm. You begin to walk slowly. The ground beneath you is slightly damp, and small puddles reflect the soft glow of the sky above. Around you, the world feels quieter than usual, as if the rain has softened everything. Ahead, through the gentle curtain of rain, you begin to notice a small warm light. It glows softly through a window. As you move closer, the shape of a small bookstore café comes into view. Wooden framed windows, a simple door, and inside a warm light that feels inviting. You walk toward it slowly. The rain continues falling behind you, but the closer you get, the more the warmth inside begins to feel real. You reach the door. Gently, you push it open and step inside. Lilly had arrived just moments earlier. She paused just inside the doorway, allowing the warmth of the cafe to settle around her. The soft sound of rain remained just beyond the glass, now quieter, more distant. Inside, the space felt calm. Shelves filled with books lined the walls, each one holding stories waiting quietly. The wood of the shelves and floors carried a soft warmth, and the lights above glowed gently, giving the room a peaceful, steady atmosphere. Lilly closed the door behind her. The small bell above it made a soft, delicate sound before the room returned to its quiet rhythm. She took a slow breath. The air inside carried a comforting mix of scents: paper, wood, and something warm brewing nearby. For a moment, she simply stood there, letting the outside world settle away. Rain tapped softly against the windows, but inside everything felt still. She walked a little further into the cafe, her steps slow and quiet against the wooden floor. Near the window, a small table sat empty. From there, the rain could still be seen, tracing gentle lines down the glass. Lilly moved toward it. Each step felt calm, as if the space itself encouraged slowing down. She placed her bag beside the chair and sat down gently, letting the quiet of the cafe surround her. Outside, the rain continued falling. Inside, the day had just begun. After settling into her seat, Lilly took a moment to rest her hands on the table. The surface was smooth and warm beneath her fingertips. She turned slightly toward the window. Outside, the rain continued its soft, steady rhythm. The street beyond looked distant now, softened by the falling drops that blurred the view into gentle shapes and muted colors. A few people passed by, moving slowly under umbrellas. Their footsteps were quiet, almost absorbed by the rain. Inside the cafe, the atmosphere remained calm. Somewhere nearby, a cup was placed gently onto a counter. The soft sound blended naturally into the quiet space. Lily stood slowly and made her way toward the counter. There was no rush in her movement. Everything here seemed to move at its own pace. After a moment, she returned with a warm cup of tea. The ceramic cup felt comforting in her hands, its warmth spreading slowly through her fingers. She sat down again near the window. Steam rose gently from the tea, curling softly into the air before disappearing. Lily wrapped her hands around the cup and took a slow breath. The warmth, the quiet, the rain. Everything felt balanced in that moment. She took a small sip. The warmth settled gently, matching the calm rhythm of the space around her. After a while, Lily set her cup of tea down gently on the table. The warmth still lingered in her hands as she looked around the cafe once more. The shelves of books stretched quietly along the walls, each one filled with rows of worn spines and soft colors. Some books leaned slightly against each other, as if they had been picked up and placed back many times before. Lily stood slowly from her seat. Her steps were quiet as she moved toward the shelves. There was no hurry in choosing. She let her fingers move lightly along the edges of the books, feeling the different textures beneath her touch. Some covers were smooth, others slightly rough, carrying the quiet marks of time. The rain continued outside. Soft, steady. It filled the small pauses between her movements. Lily stopped near one shelf and gently pulled a book free. The pages made a soft sound as they shifted slightly in her hands. She opened it slowly. The paper felt light and familiar. Her eyes moved across the first few lines, taking in the quiet rhythm of the words. For a moment, she remained standing there, holding the book open, listening to the rain as it tapped softly against the windows. Then she closed the book gently, keeping a finger between the pages. She turned and walked back toward her seat near the window. The cafe remained calm. A quiet space where time seemed to move more slowly. Lily sat down again, placing the book on the table beside her cup of tea. Outside, the rain continued to fall, tracing soft lines down the glass as the world beyond remained blurred and distant. Lily opened the book slowly and rested her hands lightly on either side of the page. For a moment, she didn't begin reading. She simply sat there, listening. The rain outside had not changed. It continued its soft, steady rhythm against the windows, filling the space with a quiet, familiar sound. Inside the café, everything remained calm. The soft glow of the lights, the stillness of the shelves, the gentle warmth of the room. Lily lowered her gaze to the page and began to read. Her eyes moved slowly across each line, taking in the words without rushing. The story in the book unfolded quietly, one sentence at a time, matching the slow pace of the morning around her. Now and then, she paused. Not because she needed to, but because the moment itself felt enough. She lifted her cup of tea and took another small sip. The warmth had softened slightly, but it still felt comforting as it settled gently. She placed the cup back down and turned a page. The soft sound of paper shifting blended into the quiet of the cafe. Outside, the rain traced gentle patterns across the glass, each drop moving slowly downward before disappearing. The world beyond the window remained distant, muted, peaceful. Lily rested back slightly in her chair, holding the book open as she continued reading. The steady rhythm of rain, the warmth of tea, the quiet presence of books all around her. Everything remained soft and unhurried as the morning continued to settle gently into its calm, quiet pace. After some time, Lily let her eyes rest away from the page. The book remained open in her hands, but her attention slowly shifted back toward the window beside her. The rain had softened. It was still falling, but more lightly now, each drop slower than before as it traced quiet paths down the glass. The street outside looked calmer. The blurred shapes had become a little clearer, and the soft gray light of the sky had begun to lift into something brighter. Lily closed the book gently and placed it on the table. Her cup of tea sat beside it, now only slightly warm. She wrapped her hands around it once more, holding the last bit of warmth for a moment. Inside the cafe, everything remained as peaceful as when she had first arrived. The shelves stood quietly along the walls. The soft lights continued to glow. The air felt warm and still. Nothing had rushed. Nothing had changed too quickly. It had all moved slowly, just as the morning had. Lily sat there for a while longer, simply watching the rain ease into a gentle drizzle. A quiet sense of calm settled into the space around her. And for that moment, there was nothing more to do. No need to move. No need to hurry. Just the soft fading sound of rain, the quiet presence of the café, and the gentle stillness of a morning that had unfolded exactly as it needed to.